Hello, Crafty Mavens. This is Megan, and I am back today with a new Scraplift pocket page for you. So I picked out a kind of different pocket page, and the thing that inspired me with this page was the kind of artsy look and the washi tape. The washi tape really was the biggest thing, and I'm not even sure if it was real washi tape or if it was just digital, because it totally looks real, but at the same time it looks kind of like a digital pocket page. So it was really interesting to me. Here I am pulling out my Halloween papers and ephemera and things. This little cut apart sheet it was in one of those really cheap kits that you can get at, like, I think it was at Michael's, but it might have been at Walmart. And this was, I just thought it was kind of cute, some of the things. And so I'm just cutting a few of them out. And I'm going to end up using all of them, actually. I didn't think I was going to use all of them, but I am. So here I'm just cutting out these 4 pieces, and then I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to pull out some close to my heart embellishments and papers. And this was from their Halloween kit from last year. So this one is no longer available. I apologize about that. But I really did love this collection and the papers and the patterns that they had. So I'm going to cut this little, what does that say? Let's Party ephemera piece down, and I'm going to mat it on this black and white striped paper, and then I'm going to glue it down to that plaid orange paper. And that was a really simple filler card. As you can see, I honestly spent maybe just a couple minutes on it. And my idea for that was, in the Scraplift, they had 2 cards that were just filler cards that were the 3x4 size. So that is going to be filler card number 1. And then here I'm going to cut down another, oh, you know what? I think for this one, I'm going to work on that photo down in the bottom left-hand corner. And this is where I bring in the washi tape. I apologize about the zooming in and out. I thought I had my focus off, but apparently I didn't. So I apologize. So now here I have moved again. If you haven't followed me for a while, you might not know, when I do pocket pages, I do not finish one card before I move on to the next. I just kind of do whatever I think of at any given moment. So now here I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between this 3x4 filler card and that bottom photo. So I have this little embellishment piece from that cut apart sheet that said Halloween, and I'm going to put that up there. That 3x4 is the first piece, or the first card that I use washi tape on. This card down in the bottom left is the second one that I'm going to use washi tape on. And I just used a green because that Let's Party filler card does have green on it. And that was probably the most Halloween-y color that I had. I don't think I really had an orange that was good enough to go with the orange in these papers. So here I'm actually covering up that washi tape, which is kind of funny. Sometimes you do that in scrapbooking and you're like, I don't even know why I did that, but hey, it's okay. So I put Double Double Toil and Trouble down on that card of Tinian with 2 of his friends. This was back in 2017, so this was 2nd grade. And I hadn't started working yet, and so I was able to go to his party. That card is a little bit smaller than 4x6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down this paper, and then I'm going to glue it to make it the full 4x6, but then I'm just going to cover it up with some of the green washi tape. So then that kind of brings in the washi tape look that I've been incorporating throughout this whole pocket page. And that works out pretty good. Now I am going to put that My Costume little cut apart piece up there on that photo of Jonas. So I think Jonas was in 6th grade, I want to say. Maybe he was in 7th grade, because yeah, he was in 7th grade this year. And that's middle school here. That's the first year of middle school. And so he didn't really want to dress up like super insane because he was too cool for that. He didn't really say those words, but you know, like he's grown up, he's getting too big to dress up like Tinian and, you know, going all out. And so what I did was I made him a costume of one of his favorite video game characters, and he wore that shirt to school. And he thought that was so cool. He loved it. So that was like the perfect costume for him for that year. So I took a picture of him from the front and then the back, and then I sent him off to school. So now here I'm working on this photo of Tinian with his friends again. These were all after his Halloween party, and this was like right before we were all going to leave. And so they all had their backpacks on, and they were just being silly and having fun. So I'm gonna just cut down a few of these scraps and glue them to a few of the cards, just to kind of give it a little bit more pop, I guess you could say. Make it look prettier. This Halloween card, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. I'm not quite sure if I want to do journaling on it or what, because I do have quite a few other layouts of this party. So I was thinking I could do just a little bit of journaling about, you know, getting ready to leave and taking photos with friends. And so I decided to put the Halloween word up at the top so that I had enough room for journaling if I wanted to. I'm going to go back and forth with this little scrap piece of paper, trying to figure out if I want to use it or not. In the end, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to pull in some of these embellishment sticker pieces from the Close to My Heart kit, and I'm going to put them on just a few of these cards and on some of the photos. I'm using stars because that kind of goes along with that one border strip that I used on 2 of the cards. And it was hard to find stars that were just black. I didn't want colored stars. I just wanted black or black and white. And so I had to keep searching for them because there weren't very many left. I think I used up this kit quite well before I made this little pocket page. So here I'm just gluing all the stars down, and then I'm going to add on a few little stickers. And also some of the embellishment pieces from the Close to My Heart kit are like cutouts, and so you have to actually add glue to them. That's not my favorite thing. I really don't like that, but oh well, what can you do, right? So I add a couple little pieces down there in that left-hand corner card, and then I'm going to add a couple more stickers. I'm going to put Love This up there by Jonas, but it doesn't really go. I'm wondering if maybe I could have moved it over to right next to where that My Costume area is. I probably could, but in the end, I'm going to move it down to that bottom left-hand corner. Here I had a little sticker that said costumes, and I'm going to cut up this circle embellishment piece and just have that underneath that green costumes word phrase. Word sticker. Sorry, not word phrase. Oh gosh. And I am almost done with this layout. I'm just going to add a couple more embellishment pieces, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I really changed up the look of the Scraplift compared to what my layout is, but that's kind of what's nice about scrapbooking is when you take a scraplet or somebody else's page and you scraplift them, you don't have to copy it exactly. You're just taking one basic idea. And my idea was to use kind of an artsy look, which for me turned out to be washi tape. So that was the biggest thing that I took from the Scraplift, and I hope that you enjoyed this layout. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back in a couple weeks with another one. Bye!